Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of How to Draw Cars. My name is Michael, and today we're going to go over speed forms and the inspiration for speed forms. And that inspiration today is going to come from sea life. And we're going to start with the number one most inspiring sea life shape of all time for our car designers, sharks. Let's get started. All right, so the first thing you want to do is understand that a speed form inspiration is not necessarily copying whatever it is that's inspiring you. Now, if you want to draw sharks, draw sharks. But what we're trying to do here is we're trying to find the essence of what makes this thing cool, what makes this thing look interesting as a piece of design, right? As a thing that will inspire us. There's two reasons why we draw speed forms. One is to develop the line quality that is so difficult to develop. Why? Because we're drawing from our shoulders, not from our hands. I know I keep beating the same drum, but you guys have to understand how important this is. It's the single most important thing you can learn how to do if you want to sketch cars the right way. So the first thing is we're trying to draw from our shoulder. And you can see here my lines are smooth and flowing and almost effortless in how I'm being inspired by the shape of that shark. The second thing and the second purpose of speed forms is to develop a new vocabulary, a vocabulary of design that is uniquely your own. Car companies have plenty of car designers already who can draw cars. They don't necessarily need another guy who can draw, or girl, who can draw the same cars that they already put out. What they want from you is a car design or a vocabulary, a visual vocabulary that they haven't seen before. And the only way to get that is to not sketch cars, is to be inspired by other things. And that's the purpose of this lesson. The purpose of this lesson is to look at nature, just to look at sea life and say, what shapes can I come up with? What graphics can I adapt? What influences can this beautiful, timeless, organic shape have on me as a designer who is trying to develop a beautiful form for an automobile? And like I said, there are plenty of car designers throughout the history of car design who have been influenced by sharks. So you can see, again, I'm working with my shoulder, drawing these shapes and getting the essence of this animal, the essence of what makes this thing look so dynamic. And that's really what you're looking to do. You want to try to capture the spirit and the gesture of whatever it is that you've chosen to be inspired by. All right, let's get on to the next one. Another shark. This is a whale shark, obviously a different form and a different view. You don't always want to draw side views. You want to mix it up. And this is important because you want to start to draw the sections of your forms. Now, again, you don't have to draw the sections of whatever it is the thing that's inspiring you is, the same sections, but you want to start to draw in perspective with these speed forms and draw the sections that you want the speed form to have. How do these surfaces interplay? How is the light going to fall on it eventually when we get to color and reflection patterns? And what is the transitions? How does one shape transition from another? So here I've got this sort of dorsal fin section, and I've come back in here and put in my section lines and show the person that's looking at the sketch what's going on with the surface. And this can be done with section lines, it can be done with shading lines. There's no right answer. The only wrong answer is when it's not clear. You want your sketches to be clear. You want to show the person who's looking at your form and at your design and at your drawing that you know what it is that you're trying to convey. What is that shape? So you can see how important it is to do some perspective speed forms as well. This will introduce you to sitting your form in space. And obviously, if you're going to draw cars in perspective, you're going to want to know how to do that. So it's very important. Now I'm going to go back and work the sections here. And you can start to see how I'm picking up some of the sections off of the shark and kind of drawing in what those transitions do. How does that surface transition from the top to the side? And if you notice, when I was drawing this, I said, wow, this area right here really looks like a Formula One side pod, right? The side pod on a Formula One car. So you can start to see how you can be influenced and how these organic and natural shapes work their way into real world design and how they help to solve problems and develop form vocabulary for real world solutions. So again, I'll come back and put in a couple more section lines and then throw those section lines over on the other side. You guys let me know if these types of lessons are helpful. And also, if you have any questions, obviously in the comments, you guys know I always answer all my any questions in the comment section. Let me know if this is working for you and this is a good way to learn how to draw speed forms. Okay, let's do one more. We've got a ray, a beautiful ray. Again, a huge influence on car designers. The new Corvette, General Motors Corvette, Chevrolet Corvette, is called the Stingray. Once again, Stingrays have been influencing Corvette designers pretty much since the beginning, I would say. Maybe C2, really, where the Stingray idea took shape and took form. So again, I'm trying to capture what's beautiful about this particular creature, this particular life form, and the elegance of it, the simplicity of it, and the way that it moves through the water with those huge wing-like shapes. Alfa Romeo did a design study called the BAT, the B-A-T. Look it up. Look at those images of that car and you tell me that that's not a Stingray. It's a dead ringer. Amazingly beautiful car. And again, when you go looking for the images of sea life that you want to be inspired by, choose different ones. Don't just, choose sharks and rays, because obviously these are the ones that have been the most influential, and that's why I wanted to show you these. But find ones that speak to you. It could be a squid, it could be a crab, whatever. It could be any type of sea life that speaks to you and that will inspire you to draw new shapes that the world has never seen. And that's really what this is about. This is about being original. This is about trying to develop something original that the world hasn't seen yet. And through speed forms, again, two things that will happen. Your line quality will get better and you will develop an original visual vocabulary that you'll be able to then reincorporate into your car design drawings and make your designs originals. I'd like to take this moment and welcome all the new subscribers. We're approaching 5,000 subscribers on the channel, which is amazing. If you've not subscribed yet, please do. And if you have any ideas for new videos that you'd like to see, let me know. If you haven't checked out our site, stop by howtodrawcars.net and sign up for some tutoring. A lot of our students are doing amazing work. They are competing in competitions. They're getting accepted to universities, and we are helping them achieve those goals. So if it's your goal to become a professional car designer or get into university for car design, check out the site, sign up for a couple of lessons, and let's get your career started. Okay, so just finishing up here. Working on the taper, we've got this beautiful gesture, this wonderful tapering of the ray. And you can see why it's been such an influence on so many car designers throughout the years. Once again, let me know if this is working for you, if this is helpful, and let me know in the comment section what sea life, what sea creatures you found that inspired you to take your speed forms to the next level. Thanks for watching.